Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 131 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. Today we're working on the soaP framework, and we're on the P of the soaP framework, which stands for progress with respect to the physical goal that we set for ourselves. Now, I had surgery on Monday, so it was pretty easy for me to pick a goal that I wanted to achieve during this period of time, or at least by the end of the month for sure. Because there's usually a couple of weeks recovery after, or maybe several weeks or months recovery, depending on what kind of surgery you had. I had internal cardiac device. My Ironman, my daughter calls it, had to be replaced. It's been 13 years, so it was overdue. They usually last about 9, and this one was going on 13 years, and the battery finally failed about a week ago, and they're like, we got to get this replaced. There's other challenges with this particular model. So had that surgery on Monday, and my goal is to recover and recuperate from that surgery as quickly and easily as possible and be back to my normal level of energy and fitness and activity. So P in the soaP framework stands for progress. How do you know if you're moving in the direction of your goal or not? How do you measure? And there's a lot of different ways to measure things. Physical areas and aspects of our life actually are pretty concrete and objective and easy to measure a lot of different things. You can measure body fat, you can measure BMI, you can measure your weight, depending on what your goal is. You can measure levels of fitness, stamina, activity, how much you're drinking, how much you're sleeping. You can measure and graph and chart all these things to see if you're moving toward your goal or objective or not. Now with me, this particular one, it's a little bit subjective, right? Because I am thinking about pain level and how much does this hurt? And I looked at it today and it's all bruised up. And so I think that's part of why it hurts. But, you know, it felt like I was awake for this surgery. So he's digging around in my shoulder and in my chest. So there's pain associated with that. And of course, my alarm's going off again today. I so apologize for that. So every morning and every night, I do, in my mind, I'm laying quietly, breathing, and I do a pain check. I'm like, okay, what level of pain is it at today? Every day it's getting a little bit better and a little bit better. I also look at once a day for sure and review the doctor's orders and the doctor's instructions and make sure that I am following them, because sometimes I overdo it and I don't do what my doctors say. So if I catch myself doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, I find a way to make corrective actions and do something to prevent myself from doing that, like ask for help. So how will you know? How will you measure? How will you know if you're moving toward your goal or away from your goal? Because guess what? Some of the things we do, some of the things we try, they actually take us in the opposite direction of what we want to go. Have you ever done that? I know I certainly have. I'll have an idea and think I'm going to be moving toward a goal, and I take this big action and nothing happens. That is very common. Our life is a journey, just like achieving any of our goals and objectives are. So that's it today. Our action item is to find a way to measure or find a way to know. How do you know? Answer the question, how do you know you're making progress toward your goal or not? Share that in the comments below. I just shared mine. If I can help you in any way with this or anything else, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow, and we're going to hop into another subject specific to our physical goals, that area and aspect of our life. If you've got any questions about that, also ask. All right, have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.